this session, we will see how to migrate our existing console application to a microservice application using Spring Boot. These are some basic steps to convert console application to Spring Boot application. Let us see how to create a Spring Boot project using Spring Initializer. Search for Spring Initializer. Open link start.spring.io. Under Project, select Gradle Groovy, choose Java, set the Spring Boot version to 3.3.3. Set the group name. Set artifact name as point service. Now select jar package and select Java 17. Add initial dependencies as Spring Web and Lombok. Generate zip file and download. Now, extract zip file. Open project with build.gradle. Now we will copy the necessary files from console application to Spring Boot application. Copy Scalar dependency from console application into Spring Boot. Similarly, copy all files such as Docker Compose file, ScalarDB properties file, schema loader jar, and schema.json file. Now we will copy packages from console application to Spring Boot application. Let us copy DTO package. Similarly, copy all packages such as model package, repository package, service package, and YTL package. Now close console application and let us focus on Spring Boot application. Here we will add annotations to all classes, and we will create controller package. First, let us look at the point summary class. Add at the rate repository annotation to point summary repository class. Add at the rate service annotation to the service class. Add at the rate component annotation to the update summary class. Now, create a controller package. Add points controller class and controller package. Add all required annotations, such as at the rate SLF4J, at the rate REST controller, and at the rate request mapping. Here we will add all required DTO classes into DTO package. Here, we will add an API response class to returning responses from any API. Define all required fields in the class. Now, add all required annotations such as at the rate data, at the rate allargs constructor, at the rate noargs constructor, and at the rate builder. Here we will see how to create custom exception. Now, create a custom exception class in the exception package. Construct the class. Initialize all exceptions such as transaction exception, generic exception, custom exception. Here we will see how to create global exception handler. Now create the global exception handler class. Add all annotations such as at the rate SLF4J and at the rate controller advice. It handles an exception related to invalid dates. Add at the rate exception handler annotations to the method. Handle all other exceptions in the same manner. Let us modify a service class named as getSummary. Add @SLF4J annotation. Replace the constructor as per Spring Boot application. Modify the method to change the return type from SummaryDTO to API response. Create a SummaryDTO object. Return an API response. Change exceptions according to Spring Boot application. Here we will see how to write a controller method to get a summary. Initialize getSummary service class and constructor. Now, create the getPointSummary method. It returns a point summary for specific users. Add annotation at the rate getMapping. Now we will see how to configure the ScalarDB properties file and run the project. Let us add @SLF4J annotation to the main class. Get ScalarDB properties file and add distributed transaction manager bean. Now, we will set the value of port in application properties file. Set application port to 8085. Go to the main class and run the application. Now, let us run getSummary API on Postman.